Hey folks, this is Mad Mikey, and I'm bringing you MaddHaus TV. This is our first video of this, and hopefully we'll do some videos on the YouTube channel and possibly some live streams as time goes on here. Toothpick out of my mouth, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to be playing numerous games. We'll be playing Star Citizen, which I'm playing today. We'll be playing Sea of Thieves. We'll be playing World of Warships. It won't all be ship version, but we'll see what goes on. And if you take a look right over, oops, let me do it this way. Right over there is our Twitch stream, or excuse me, our Twitch address, and also our Discord address. If you happen to pop on and I'm not on, just leave me a message, or if I'm on, say hi. So we'll see what goes on here. So let's get into the game, and we're talking about Star Citizen. Star Citizen started in 2012 or 13 when they first pitched it, and then I think 2015, I finally joined up and said, okay, I'll pay for this game and help you guys do it. It was all done via crowdfunding, the largest crowdfunding ever in gaming history. And now it is 2020. The game's been up 5 years. And even though it's considered still an alpha, because they've made this game, Star Citizen, but they've also made a portion of this game called Squadron 42, which is a single-player version of that. And that's not out yet. So this is all still alpha, but my God, what an alpha. I'd pay for this game right now. I have paid for this game, if you want to get right down to it. But I want to pay for I'd pay for this game right now in what they have. Do we have glitches? Sure, we have glitches here and there. They're constantly updating, constantly doing things. But every time they come out with something new, my God, it is amazing. So let's jump in here. This weekend, and this week, matter of fact, last weekend and this week, is Invictus Launch Week. Some of you folks we know who live in the United States, hold on for a moment, there we go, who live in the United States know that we have Fleet Week. The Navy has Fleet Week where they bring their ships and show everybody and do that. Well, this is our UEE, or the United Earth Empire's version of their Navy Fleet Week. All right, we'll jump in here. Honestly, I'm not sure where I'm going to spawn. I think I'm going to be spawning at Arccorp. I'm hoping that I'll be spawning at Arccorp. We're going to do a quick video of the convention center of Fleet Week there. And then I'll rush out. We'll do a little trip to this space station you see right here, which is Port Olisar, which is the very first station that they ever did. It's where everybody used to spawn at and play in the little Crusader section, which is that big gas giant right behind there. Now we've got multiple places, multiple ships, multiple space stations, moons, everything. It's amazing. So we'll keep going here and find out. Takes a little while to load sometimes. Any minute now. So this week is actually a free fly week, or actually last weekend was a free fly weekend. I'm not sure if this week is free fly week or not. You can take a look and take a peek at RSI, which is basically RobertSpaceIndustries.com, which is the main site for this game. And you should be able to get into the free flight week and try something out. Download the game, you know, put an account in for nothing, and see if it's up for you. And if it is, then $45 will get you a starter package with a ship, and you can get a multiple or bigger starter packages if you wish, depending on what ship. All right. Yes, I do. I sleep in my spacesuit. Sorry. All right, let's get up. So I am in Arccorp. I can tell by my habitat, or my hab that I've got here. You'll see, it's a nice little place. I've been in apartments that were about this. So let's take a peek here. There we are. Oops. Why is he? There he is. There's Mad Mikey. He's got, as you can see, I've got duct tape on my spacesuit and everything else. You know, it didn't spend a whole lot of money on this thing. So let's go head for the convention center. putting new machines in. Cool. And they don't have to go very far. We are in Arccorp as a big, huge planet, and take a peek at that big hologram down there. We'll see that a little bit later here. But is a huge planet. If you're a Star Wars fan, it's similar to Coruscant. It's nothing but one big planet of city. And this is just one of numerous big planets they've got going right now. They're all in one solar system around Stanton, which is the sun. But here very soon they're looking to upgrade and get us out of Stanton system into something else, which is awesome. And Adira Falls Apartments is where we stay while we're here. Let's get out of here. Kasaba Outlet is civilian clothes. Cubby Blast is one of many places you can get weapons, armor, and utility items. So, oops, sorry. Readjusting my vision there. It's hard to walk with him when I'm not directly behind him. We'll go this way. This place is nothing but advertisements and holograms. One of the cool holograms they have right now is this one here. Fizz is one of the sodas that they have here, or pop, whichever place you want to call it. See the Fizz there? It drops down, and when it hits the ground, it pops up with the little Fizz logo. That's kind of cool. Nice touch. We're going to head for the tram. Some places have subways. We have an air tram, so. The Arccorp insignia. All right, I got two ways to go here. I can go to my right. I can go straight out to the airport. And to the left will take us to our convention center, which is where I want to go. So we'll head out that way. Flight Week, Invictus Launch Week. Excuse me, I keep calling it Flight Week. It's Launch Week. And let's see if I can catch a tram. Sounds like it's coming in. Good. My timing is wonderful. We'll go in, and I'm going to stand next to the window here so we can see what's going on. There's that big hologram I was talking about from way up above there where we were. So if you'll see as we get up and move, there's all kinds of roadways and skyways and everywhere else, just like just like Coruscant and Star Wars. Going here at night is awesome because of all the holograms. It looks so much better at night than it does during the day. It's pretty cool. And there, that purple ring is the convention center. Once a year, usually before the holidays, I believe, they have what they call the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. And that's kind of like a big, huge car show of everything. This is more UEE and military oriented. So
now arriving.
All right. This huge convention center is just set up for us. All right, here we go. UEE, united in purpose. UEE, United Earth, Earth Empire. So the UEE Navy is big time recruiting during this event. Every day throughout last weekend and this week, they will have a different ship manufacturer and or groups of ship manufacturers posted here in the convention center, so they can you can see their ships and climb around and check them out up close and touch and feel. Very interesting. Uh-oh. An enlistment center. There we go. Why am I not surprised? It's too late for me, Jim. I'm already retired. I'm hoping I hit that. Oh, yep, just took a little while. I was hoping I hit the button in the right spot. Aegis Dynamics. Aegis Dynamics is the ship for today. It actually started last night, because I already peeked at this for a while, and then I believe later on tonight it will switch to a different manufacturer. I'm not sure which. All right, look at this guy. He's got the backpack and the whole spiel there. All right, here is the showroom. So if you look here, Aegis Dynamics has two halls here, that one and that one, of nothing but hologram. Now these two are identical, but they're ships that Aegis makes that they can't actually fit in this hallway, or in this hall. So they, this one they have, and they can't fit into the hall one. The one in front of me here is actually a different one. This one hasn't been completely fleshed out yet and is still in development. All right. And this ship is called the Redeemer. This ship, many moons ago, the developers came to us in the community and said, what kind of ship would you like us to make? And a bunch of folks got together and voted and did a lot of discussing and everything else. And this combat drop ship is what they came up with. It's actually pretty cool. Pardon me. So let's go out and take a peek at some of the big stuff we've got out here, and then we'll get out and do some flying. I like to keep my videos to about an hour, and that way I'm not taking up too much of your time and you're not getting bored. Hopefully you're not getting bored. So here it is, Invictus Launch Week. Aegis ships. I love Aegis. I'm an Aegis fanboy. What can I say? So the first, we'll start here and go clockwise around. Let me speak up. There we go. Get a little bit of PT going here. The first two here are the Sabres. Both of them are air superiority aircraft, or space superiority aircraft, I guess I'd say. Awesome vehicle, awesome aircraft with a little bit of tech going on there that's kind of, sneaky tech. This is actually the Comet, which is a version of that Sabre there that has set up for a specific famous person a famous person who flew it in the UAE, excuse me. All right, and this is a big, huge bomber. This is, there we go, the Retaliator. Retaliator's got, as you can see, the big bomb bay here. It's got numerous missiles to be able to go through. Huge engines that, as you can see, will adjust for vertical takeoff and landing. And I looked through this earlier today and couldn't figure out a way to go in. Maybe they have the doors locked. I'm not sure. Some of them you can, some of them you can't. But that's just one of the many ships you can buy. Some of them in-game now, and all of them, Whether they're completed or not, you can buy them on the RSI website or the RobertSpaceIndustries.com website. This is called the Hammerhead, as you can see why they call it that. We've got four cannons each turret, 4 turrets, 1 on each quadrant. This is used to protect the capital ships. And the cool thing, one of the cool things about this, it really doesn't make any difference in gameplay, but I think it's neat, is the fact that as I wander around this ship, I can look right through the middle here. It's all a ring of firepower, basically, so that's really cool. So let's take a look around the corner here. Like I said, I don't dwell on anything too much. I want to get us out flying. How long have we been going? We've been going 16 minutes. Good. Excuse me. This is the Vanguard series. The Vanguard has 4 different ships here. The first one here, this big green machine here, is the Hoplite. It is a drop ship. It's got multiple seats in there to bring squad of UE Marines in, and you can drop them off. And it is basically a version of this ship, which is the Vanguard, or the Vanguard Warden. That's it. The Warden is their heavy fighter. One of the other versions of that has a very similar base is the Vanguard Harbinger. But it is a bomber, basically. And then we have the Sentinel, which is basically the electronic warfare ship. They all have their specific roles that they play in the UE Navy. The last thing to look at here is the Avenger series. We call these the Penguins. Well, this one in particular, because some of them are white. So, Avenger Stalker. This has pods in the back to store prisoners. So it is actually a police or bounty hunter ship. See all the pods in the back there, huh? Can't open it up, not close enough. Oops, close the door, that's fine. Alright. This one is the Warlock. This actually has a huge EMP generator in it. So when it fires its EMP generator off, the ships that it's close enough to will basically shut down, lose their shields. And this is the Titan. The Titan here, they have a Titan that looks exactly like the Stalker over there, but it's white. This one is a special version of that. This is the Titan Renegade. This is one of the ones I have. Got a little different loadout, little different livery on there. And then finally, the last few we'll look at here are the Vanguard. Or excuse me, the Vanguard. Or the, the Gladius. The Gladius has 2 versions. This one is the Gladius Valiant, which has a special livery and loadout, and the other one is just more OD green, and it is one of the first original fighters of the UEE that they still use, been modified multiple times. So that is Aegis Day at the launch week. So let's get out of here. One thing I didn't mention when we walked in, this ship that we're walking past here is actually their stealth bomber. It has big, huge torpedoes in it, made for long distance. Nice. All right. Most of these can be rented for $0, like I said, but they're only good for 24 hours. And I haven't checked every one of them, so I can't guarantee it's all of them, but most of them you can. So let's take the tram out to the airport and get into something and fly. One thing I truly love about this game, whoops, I just hit the right one, is the fact that it is the attention to detail as much as realism as they can bring to it anyway. Just makes it really explorable. This one, which is Star Citizen as opposed to Squadron 14, is an open sandbox game, so you can go do whatever you want, whenever you want. However, they do have rules, just like in real life, and if you break the rules, cops will come after you, and you'll end up with what they call a crime stat. Now, you can get out of the crime stat by going to jail. If they capture you or kill you, you'll respawn in jail. Or if you're really good, you'll find a couple spots in the world where you can go get a hacking chip and hack into the computer system and remove your crime stat that way. So this game has many things going on with it. Oh, good. Hopefully, is that going to turn this way? Turn this way? Yes, it's turning this way. Good. So this is the Bewick Convention Center. This is where they have the International Aerospace Expo every year, and this Flight Week. And there's only more things to come, I'm sure. As you can see, this thing is huge. There's all the traffic going down underneath there, the other tram leaving off. Amazing. So off to the airport we go. Up and out. That'll get us over into our path where we end up connecting up with the highway, and that'll take us out to the airport. There's the airport right there. And here's the highway. See all the traffic we're flying over, passing by. And we'll connect in here. You'll love the name of this airport, by the way. Airport for Area 18 has its own name. Thank you. And I'll show you that in just a moment. Yes, advertisements everywhere. Oh, they've got advertisements all over. This is Rhykker Memorial Spaceport. So you can guess who that's named after. Those of us who are Star Trek fans. We get scanned here. Ooh, makes me feel warm inside. Get through security and we can get a ship. Not sure what I should take. Well, I want to take you to Port Old Star, the original place this whole thing started. So as you can see, my agent, the Valiant and the Saber or Comet is stored. Sure, why not? Let's see what happens. Let's retrieve that. I was gonna take the Cuddy, but it might behoove me to fly this, and I'm gonna have to stop for gas en route because I can't go all the way on one tank. So that might be interesting to see what I got to do to get gas in this place.
HTYDR-3 has entered atmosphere. Standby for gate assignment. Transfer crew 4, standby for gate assignment.
Off you go, baby. And magazines. Do they have food in here? No, they don't have food in here. Oh, he has. So we grab something to drink here before we go. Those are food, that's coffee, there's burgers. I didn't have a bottle of anything now. Take a cup, I'll spill it, guaranteed. Okay, and as usual, what I did was I clicked on that and walked away and forgot where I was supposed to go. So we'll go back here and take a peek at where my ship's going to be. Survey says Hangar 3. All right. Off to Hangar 3 we go. On the other side, we have the waiting area for commercial traffic, commercial ships and stuff. There's the entrance doors or the loading ramps for that. But I'm going to go to the municipal traffic. So I got to remember to go to 3, go to 3, go to 3. How many times I've gone and completely forgotten where my ship came up because I was busy looking at something else. Ooh, shiny. There we go. There's a Comet. That's a pretty ship with the blue digital camouflage. Yeah, these are nice. 2 big honking engines there. And this is interesting. You see how the weapon covers over the cockpit there? They both come way out next to the cockpit. If I do this, it draws the weapons back so my seat can, or my ladder can come out and I can crawl in. That goes down. And we're pretty much ready. All right. Let's go down here. We'll hit.
Aegis combat assist activated.
All right.
Systems green.
Everything looks good. I've got to go to comms and pull up my communications, friends, area 18 services. Because they have to open the hatch for me. Can't quite see out of this one, but I can hear it. There we go. Get myself level out a little bit. And let's head up. Up out of the cleared area we go. Let's raise gear.
Landing gear retracted.
All right, let's get up to about, I don't want to go too fast, but let's get 45-degree angle upward. That'll get me out of atmosphere here. And let's take a peek at what, see how our wings swing out? Yeah, it's a gorgeous ship. There's the airport. And over here, see, yep, right there below me is the convention center. So let me get leveled back up here. All right, get some altitude. I'm going to check to see how much gas I'm going to need here. Set route. Oops, I don't want to set route. I want to find what I want. Scrolling out. There's Bangini Point, I believe, which is their space station that hovers over Arccorp here. And let's back up. Whoa. Scroll, scroll. There we go. Let's get out of the Arccorp system there. See the few moons of Arccorp. And you'll see here in a moment just how big this map is. There we go. Stanton's moon, or excuse me, the sun. Crusader. How much gas do I need? Too much. Up here. All right. Clear out. Let's go to... yes, they have an R&R rest stop. Good. Can I make it there? Yes, I can. All right. So one stop there at CRUL4, and then finally to Crusader, and I can take a Sporolosar, which is orbiting Crusader. So, all right. So, already set the route. I need to go to orbital marker 6, and then from there I can go straight to where I'm going. So, let's take me to orbital marker 6. No mind, I'm only at 33,000 feet. There we go. See if I can quantum jump to the orbital marker here. I'm going to cut my engines here. You can see a little bit of back pressure there that it's giving me back so I can stop in space. And there we go. Gonna let the computer figure out how far and how much they're gonna give me.
Quantum travel.
And off to the orbital marker. Most of the big planets have orbital markers, so we can get around the planet without having to just cruise, which takes forever.
Complete.
All right, and now I can switch over to where, there it is, where the rest and recreation stop is. What they go on R&R is basically a truck stop. Gotta love truck stops.
Quantum travel initiated.
28 million kilometers away, but we'll make that in pretty good time. Get an outside view here. Squeeze, boom. And here we are, going away from Arccorp. All right, so we'll take a moment. I may edit this to make it quicker. All right, now we're coming up on CRUL4. At the rest stop there, we'll stop and get some fuel, and then we'll jump the rest of the way to Crusader. I'll probably edit it in between both of those things too. Once I get gas and I jump to Crusader, we'll edit that a little bit to trim that down, because each one of these is 5, 6, 7 minutes, 10 minutes sometimes, depending on how far you want to go. They've made it quicker, but they've left it long to help with the realism, I think, a little bit. But we're coming up on 500,000, so we're going to be stopping here in a moment. Then I'll have to find where the place is. This brings me to the jump marker. After that, I'll have to fly specifically to where the space station is. Up. Back to normal space, and once that pops off, there we go. As soon as my quantum travel comes out of the way so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, right there, right in front of me, right above my pip. You can see it, I think. Alright. Oh, I need to hit my C again. There we go. That looks like it might be. It's either an asteroid, but the other asteroids are different, so I have a feeling that's probably the space station right there. They are different shapes and sizes. Some of them, like this one, I believe, look like Port Olisar, which is kind of a long tube with rings on the outside. Some of them are flat discs with a big spire. Just depends on what they've got. And each one is basically a big area where you can stop and rest and stay overnight and, you know. Let's give it a little more fuel. I am in space. I don't have a terminal velocity, so. Yeah, this one looks like it's pretty much set up like Port Olisar is. Awesome. I have to go quite a ways yet. Another jump just about like that. Once I get close enough to it here and get within its mode there where it turns my weapons off to keep people from pounding on it, I will give them a call and ask them where they want me. It's pretty cool how they've and they all used to look alike, and now they've got multiple different kinds, which is neat. Right. Start slowing down here so I don't blow right past it. Sometimes it's hard to see which way which orientation. Remember, we're in space, so there is no up and down. It looks like the orientation is this way. Whoa, a little too much. Am I right? Yep, I think I am. Yep, I am. All right. So I can slow down and we'll come to a stop here. Way I'm not going past where I need to go. All right, back to comms again. Shallow Field Station.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
And there it is, right there in front. Cool. Oops. Put our gear down.
Landing gear deployed.
Verify my gear down. Yep. You can see even the holographic advertisements at each one of those sections. And we're not going to stop and go inside. We're going to take a quick look, even though this place is pretty cool. If I can get down. Yes, I know.
Deck. Proximity alert. Head.
All right.
Automated landing initiated.
Gotta love automated landing. All right. Now, normally I'd get out of the ship,
Have a pleasant
but
stay.
I want to get gas. So let's get down here. We can repair, we can refuel hydrogen, which is not much, and the quantum fuel, that's what we need. So we have to listen.
Hydrogen fuel at 100%. Hydrogen
Okay, that's good.
at 100%.
And the quantum fuel should be good to go. All right, so get back out here and do another leap up. Let me get myself organized here. All right. Up and away. Gear up.
Gear retracted.
Thank you, and please visit again.
And please visit again. Oh, I'm sorry. Did somebody have to go to the bathroom before we leave? No? Okay. Oops. I'm not going anywhere because I don't have it on. There we go. Get away from the station here for a little bit before I decide what I'm doing. All right. Let's set our next step. There's a station. Scroll out, and I'm going to go to Crusader. Set route. There we go. Plenty of fuel. Good deal. All right. And my little arrow up there takes me to where I need to go. There we are. Let's get up over top of this thing before we jump. Just in case. They have some big spots for the big ships. They've got some other areas for us to land. Hangars inside, pads outside. All right. jump drive back operating. There we go.
Quantum travel initiated.
This one's not quite so far. This one's 19 million kilometers. But I'll edit this one also. So I'll see you in a moment. All right, we get within 5,000 kilometers, excuse me, 5 million kilometers, and we start throttling back a little bit on this jump drive. So just a few more seconds and we'll get inside there. Crusader will make a quick jump from there to Port Olisar. We'll land at Port Olisar, go inside, and we'll finish the day. Like I said, take a look at robertspaceindustries.com, all one word, and take a look and see if you like it. Like I said, if you feel froggy, jump in. If the free fly is still going on, give it a try. See what you think. See if your computer will handle it. The old computer, it used to be when they first started this, it wasn't optimized to the best, and you pretty much had to have a pretty stout computer to make it work. But now, even some of the low-level stuff will fly it at lower settings. So, all right, here we go. That is Crusader, big old gas giant. There is orbiting that in some of the one of the next patches coming up. There will be areas that inside those rings they actually have where they build huge capital ships, where they have to build them, outside of atmosphere. There's one of the.
Quantum
You can do it.
complete.
There we go. Let's go to there. Scroll a little closer. There's Port Olisar. Set route. And right there it is. Oh, no, let me verify that before I jump away somewhere. That's probably right, because it's only like 9,000 kilometers. There's times I had one that showed up that was way out of the area, and I jumped to it and realized, why is this taking so long? All right. Excuse me.
Quantum travel initiated.
Jump around to orbital marker 5. That way we don't have to go. This thing is huge, this gas giant, so going around it and even in the max speed would take forever. There we go. There's the orbital marker.
Quantum travel complete.
And my arrow points downwards towards Port Olisar. There she is. Awesome.
Quantum travel initiated.
Quick little jump to PO. And then we'll get comms with their guys so they can tell us where to land. Alrighty.
Quantum travel complete.
Port Olisar, we'll orient ourselves to the station and we'll give it some gas. Little triangle is somebody who's a player is actually in their ship over there. Taking off or landing, one of the two. We got 3 contacts. Somebody's cruising past me. I'm want to stop this ship for a moment. Take a look around. That guy that was flying earlier. Somebody flew past me besides him, I know. Alright, anyway, there's Port Olisar. So, F11. That brings up my comms, friends, Port Olisar landing services.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
It's usually, yeah, it's usually the one right pretty much in front of you. Unless it's really, really busy. But as we expand the galaxy, the busyness in these little places, it gets less and less. No, I don't have a minute. They're offering me jobs. All right. Gradually cut my speed down there. And once I get in the cube here, I will stop and hit auto land. Oops. Gear down. Did gear go down? There's gear down. That's why it wouldn't hit auto land.
Landing gear deployed.
There we go.
Automated landing initiated.
And there's auto land. All right.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
I didn't show you that each one of these you can zoom into. You can actually change these multifunction displays to match what you want. It's awesome. All right, let me find my. I haven't flown one of these in a while. There's a power switch.
Weapon systems offline.
All right, and exit. See the big shadow of the ring going around there. Why am I not? Oh shit. Oh, we'll show you something right now. I flew that whole way and never put my helmet back on. So I died. But that's okay. I landed, which means I'll spawn right here. Give me a moment. And here we are on Port Olisar. Got so busy talking and doing whatever, I never put my helmet on, which is fine inside the aircraft, which is pressurized. But as soon as I opened that up, I start choking, and it was like, oh, crap. That's okay. That's a good way to end this first MaddHaus TV video. So I appreciate y'all for coming by. Make sure you keep checking the YouTube channel there. Check my Twitter. I will verify when I post new stuff on Twitter, or when if this works good for a little while, and I'll jump some live streams on there. And like I said, this is the week to take a peek at this game. It's pretty awesome. So I thank you for coming by, like I said, and we will catch you guys later on.